SMO.
SMO.
All right, I am going to elect to use my action. My action surge. I only moved to 30, so I'm moved, and now I'm going to do my normal attack, and then I'm going to do my action. And he has advantage on him because he's webbed up, right? Now, one was a 12, the other was a 17, so that's a pretty good hit.
Wait, who's webbed up? Say that again.
Or not webbed up, held.
Yes, he is the one with the hold person on him. One that Thanos is up next to.
So that's 17. Yes. 8 points on the first one. And I lost that arrow.
Oh.
Oh, you check mine. Thanks. How's my dice?
Is that a versatile bow or is it just regular?
What?
Damn it!
Is it versatile or is it just a regular bow?
Just a regular bow.
Okay.
Keep
Well,
hitting these.
versatile is a critical on 18 or a 19 and 20, and I rolled a 19. So just making sure.
Yep, just regular.
Ouch. And the second one hit for Matt's at 12.
So what was the total damage?
Lost that one too. Damn it. I don't freaking remember. 12. What was it? 12 and... 12 and 7?
So 19 points total?
Yes.
Alright. Stuck in him. I wouldn't even say he's bloodied, but definitely injured him.
And I did the move. I did that, and then lost 2 arrows. Okay, my turn's done.
Alright. It's your owl's turn, Magus.
It's Tweeter's turn.
It's Owl, not Owl. It's Owl the Owl.
You can
Not
call him
Tweeter.
Owl. Skull is typing. Still with us, James?
The caravan people, then you, then the Ettercaps, then Heidi.
Alright. No, you're both wrong. Go take a look at the owl. See his real name. His true name.
As in Bundy.
Look at the owl's figure on the board.
I can't. We can't.
No.
Oh, it doesn't show anything for you guys? Shows it for him, I
Helping
guess.
Aspasia. That's all I heard.
I changed his name to Pooper.
You're helping Aspasia?
Alright, so I'm not sure what James is doing, so we'll go with
He
the...
said he's helping Aspasia.
Oh,
I don't know why
No.
you didn't hear him. We all can.
I didn't hear that. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Helping
I don't know what he's
Aspasia.
helping Aspasia do.
No. Owl.
Helping is an action.
Owl the owl.
She's not
He
doing
said
it.
Owl.
She's about
He
to.
said
though.
owl the owl is helping Aspasia.
What's up, Chris?
So your owl is helping Aspasia?
Scroll down to the owl now. Heidi. See some? Okay, yeah, you can see him. Hey.
Awesome. Why would I read that? That's a fucking wizard thing. I don't care about that. But that's cool. That's awesome.
Is James talking and I just can't hear him?
No.
All right, nobody else talk. James, go.
Did he say something?
That is weird.
He's
I
lying.
see his thing flashing on your screen. Alright, I'm going to refresh real quick.
On
Alright, say something, James.
Quit
Yes!
watching the time, Zane.
I can hear you again. I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, we all rejoice. Let's move. Fuck. Shit.
How fast can your owl move?
pretty fucking fast.
How
Right.
far? Well, because you got to be within 5 feet to help.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
he's got to fly up there. I don't know what his movement is. Did I
Read
know
the
that?
book, James.
Yeah, read the book.
Raven can fly 50 feet, so we'll go with that for now. I don't know if they have... Oh, they have owls. Okay, it is
Fucking Raven?
60 feet.
60 feet for now.
60 feet round.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
This is crazy. This sucks.
It's
We're all
fucking
spread
birds.
out. A bunch of hookers.
You only fly 60 feet? Damn.
He can fly faster than that, but he won't be able to take an action.
Ah, I got you.
Get there now anyways.
He can't do an action until he gets up there anyway, so he might as well fly faster. What's the fastest he can fly?
Twice that, 120.
Whatever 60 times 2 is.
Zane, did you say something about hookers?
Spage is right here. He's got to be within 5 feet of her.
No, 5 feet of the target.
Oh, did it say target? I thought it said 5 feet of the person.
He can get there this round. He can get 120 feet right in front of those horses. And then next round he can close the gap and distract.
Yes. You're right, sir.
Close the gap.
Read the
Can I have
book.
a blanket?
I already pulled it out for you.
the owl.
Oh, but
Sorry.
JoJo's taking it.
Don't worry about it then.
He's good. He didn't even move.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, move the
Did you say
owl.
sofa bitch?
Nice.
Sofa bitch.
Not pooper. All right, let's go. Who's next?
Alright, the two guys on the front wagon, he's going to try to cut his neck free again, and he manages to do it. So,
Wasn't my finger.
I'm not smelling that finger.
That's
Clammy.
not funny.
Clammy.
so he cuts the web that's choking him, and he falls down roughly to the wagon. The other guy is still choking, and kind of his legs are starting to slow a little bit as he loses breath.
Damn it.
The other guy, the guy you handed the axe to, tries to hit, but he misses, and he ends up just getting hit in the back of the seat in front of the wagon with the axe. On wagon number 2,
Hit himself on the back of the head.
Wasting an attack. Cutting this fucker down.
he's also still choking. The other guy probably try to break free. Let's see. 12. Make a check. He manages to break free of the webbing, and he jumps down out of the wagon, runs to here.
Yeah, that's smart. Jump off the wagon and run deeper into the woods with more of them.
Oh, there is a giant spider right in his face.
Oh no, I would have been shit, dude. I'd have been like up one of these fucking trees so high. Nowadays, I just unloaded my whole gun.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have a wand of automatic missile fire.
Right? I mean, they'd think it was auto. Probably wouldn't hit shit either. Can't shoot that fast and hit anything.
One of the arrows from your guards manages to hit, but only did 1 point of damage to the Ettercap that's held. And
Finishes it.
it is Magus's turn.
Music.
Are you there, James? James?
He's measuring.
Yeah, I'm here measuring. You just see me measuring.
Oh, sorry.
I'm measuring.
It's measuring quietly.
He was Spartan.
How far is that? What's the base move of the horse?
60.
60.
I gotta remember to use these spells.
Yeah.
You have spells?
Just,
I do.
Nifty.
Especially on this dude. Usually we kill him so fast I don't have time. This guy's taking some damage, so I gotta remember to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Yeah, none of the Ettercap up front is the most wounded out of the three, but none of them are looking particularly bloodied.
He's about to.
Actually, I
but
take
no,
that
he's
back.
not.
The
He's
third
not.
one,
He's not.
the
He's
one
not,
on
because I gotta fucking cut this guy down before he dies.
the one on wagon 3 is actually the most wounded. It's held.
Leave him be for a second. James.
The giant spider?
Yep, just for a minute.
Uh,
Oh, do you know why I say this?
no. Oh yeah, I know. You want that guy eaten or something.
Yeah, because we know they're cult members.
Because it's table talk. James, make a wisdom check.
Is that other guy in the that inner cap? Is he in the webbing?
No.
No, he's not.
I guess he would have to make a check, but come on, man. We all talk as groups, and we would have said, if anything happens to Wagon 2, let the fuckers die. So if at any point we had time to say that, we would have said that.
We're going to see if he remembers.
Webbing, or any of them in the web?
No, not at the moment.
Yeah, but we're supposed to follow these guys as well and get information. If they're all dead, then we don't have a contact in there.
How about the guys that are hanging? Where are they hanging at?
By their necks.
Wagon
know.
one.
Like,
Wagon one,
where are they
Wagon one's the one you care about. That guy.
Boys, you're getting your tubes tied.
And
Why should I
assume
get my tubes tied? You should get a vasectomy.
But how many groups are there, Jimmy? There's like 2 or 3 of these wagons that are full of bad dudes. One of them died.
the guys that are hanging, I assume they're hanging from webbing on a line?
Yes.
Yep, above them.
Okay.
And they're dying.
Right.
And I gotta use an attack to free this one.
You're right. I remember that. It's not just Wagon 2.
Right.
Right.
Excuse me.
I'm
sorry.
gonna are they all hanging from the same cluster of webbing? Just different lines?
No, not particularly. The area overhead by the trees is, well, I mean, it's all kind of a solid sort of mass up there.
Right. So let's find out if this webbing is as flammable as the web spell that I cast, and let's fire a firebolt into it above wherever they're hanging from.
I'm picturing it like plastic and molten flaming web comes pouring down on their head.
Well, you know,
Oops.
That's not
live
what
and you learn.
Exactly.
I'm a wizard. That's what I do. I experiment.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And magic.
And my corona's empty.
Oh,
So your spell was accurate enough to hit the webbing, the major mass of webbing up above, and you were aiming for the front wagon, right? Not the second one?
Right.
Okay. So that webbing, you see the firebolt sort of disappear up into the trees and the massive webbing, and you see fire. It hits, and there's like a burst of flame, and then the fire starts to kind of spread up the canopy, and the guy who's being choked drops roughly down to the wagon and lands on his ass. And the fire up above on the web begins to spread in a sort of circle around that wagon,
Fire.
dripping this molten, goopy, burning mess down onto everyone.
On wagon one?
It's centered on wagon 1 right now.
At least the fire's above us. A little drippy hot shit.
I'll have to remember that goopy hot thing for when I cast web and catch it on fire. I just figured it burned up like lint on a shirt.
And no, it's my turn. Let's see. This Ettercap begins working on the
Which one?
straps holding the horse to wagon 1 as well as wagon 2.
Which header cap? I can't see.
The front
Oh, that
two
one?
wagon.
Okay.
Yeah, the first 2 wagons. They're trying to get the horses untethered. Third one who's held, all he can do is make a saving throw, right, Jimmy?
Yep, at the end of its turn.
Up his character sheet. Goes a wisdom.
Yes.
Is it still wisdom?
Yep.
Guess it would be, wouldn't it? Wisdom
Oh.
check.
He's so
2.
paralyzed.
Yep. And then Aspasia, it's your turn again.
Okay. Wheel. This guy. The one that's stalker bound. I want to hit him. And this time I'd like to use the computer to try to do it.
Okay.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, do I have to select? I have to select me first. Did it do it? Oh, I have to pick a target. That's right.
Ooh, you rolled an 18.
Thank goodness.
And 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage total.
wow. Who did you shoot?
The one right ahead of me in wagon 3.
When it's held. Yeah, he's definitely bloodied at this point. Very severely wounded. And roll for your arrow to see if it broke.
That means I have to knock down my pretty tower. It did not break.
Things are rough all over.
Are you going to hold position or are you going to move?
Since he's not dead yet, I'm gonna hold.
Okay.
He'll be dead in a minute, depending on whatever you want to do to the spider.
Oh, okay. In that case, yep, that's true. Well, no, because the spider has a turn before you do, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're about to go right after you.
The spider there, so I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Don't forget she had advantage.
Yeah, she
I was watching.
she got her
both.
sneak attack damage.
Alright.
So Denon.
All right, is this ship that's fallen down? Is it landing on me?
It's not of any significant quantities where you have to worry about it. I mean, you can just sort of step aside or stomp on a burning one that lands on the wood, but it's nothing that you're worried is going to actually like set the entire forest on fire or anything like that.
Okay.
Nothing wrong.
How do you cast a spell at somebody? I want to cast that hunter's mark on the Ettercamp in front of me. So he's marked.
I will mark him for. What shall we use for
As
a
long as he's
mark?
within 90 feet.
We'll use that for the mark.
I'm going to shoot another arrow at that fucker. And I rolled another 5, but that's a 13, so I hit him again. 2 5s in a row. 2 20s would be better. So this time we did 12, and then I added another 6. Yeah. 17 points damage. 7.
Total?
Yeah, that's with the additional, because I get an additional 6. And I broke that arrow. These guys have some tough ass fucking skin. I maxed out on my damage dice, but then, I almost maxed out total.
The guy,
One
the
away.
Ettercap by your wagon, is definitely wounded at this point. Badly wounded. Gonna stay in the wagon.
I am. I'm going to stay right where I'm at. And, yep, that's it. And mark my arrow I lost.
Giant spider crosses the wagon, is in front of Thanos.
Oh, shit. You passed up that dude?
Did. Spits a gob of webbing at Thanos and Bremen. Let's see.
Is your owl's name Owlander?
Oh, but he rolled a 1. His webbing got all gunked up in his mouth and he wasn't able to shoot it. He was like...
It's Alexander.
And Thanos, your turn.
Man, can you imagine that, Jimmy? You're about ready, you're there, and all of a sudden this fucking big ass giant spider comes at you. It's like nothing happens. I'd be
happy. Alright, I got advantage on the Ettercap. I'm going to attack him with my scythe and channel divinity my soul brush into the attack. 16.
Well, again, like stuff pill filling. Like I saw the pill. But I haven't eaten anything. So. What it is? It's been 3 days in a row. Huh?
If he has the same hit points or same armor class shimmy, you hit because it's a 13. I rolled a 5 and hit him.
Alright.
And you have advantage, so you get to...
Yeah, 16. And its damage is a critical hit since I'm within 5 feet.
Nice.
So, let's see, it's 11, 12, 13, 14, plus the soul brush, 19, 22 points of damage.
That is enough to kill him. And just for giggles, see, as you did more than half the target's hit point, so we're going to roll detriment and see, like, off balance.
Stop that.
You're not.
Yeah, it's
cut
'cause
his
I
leg
cut
off.
his torso in half.
Yep.
Alright, bonus action. I am casting Divine Shield on myself.
I bet you are after that
Oops.
spider just misfired.
Shield of Faith, I mean. Shield of Faith. So my armor class is a 16 now. And I'm done. Actually, no, is dismounting a move action?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna dismount.
Skull. See Ryan's webcam?
No.
No, it's got an X on it.
Is he still there?
He's trying to talk, but he's a robot.
Tell Anthony to quit watching porn.
Haha, robot. Now you're the robot.
James is burning you.
F5, Ryan. Do something.
I bet you all the people in the hotel are all in their rooms trying to use the Wi-Fi right now.
Yeah, they're probably checking the news.
Yeah, that's my. He says he's moving up. Oh shit, he's totally gone.
Moved.
Did he
Not that
move?
far. Yeah.
Man, he's still.
Getting off his horse was a good fucking move, wasn't it? Sometimes he doesn't think.
Well, I mean, he's our big, upfront, meaty fighter tank, and he's always shooting a bow.
I know. Well, not always. I mean, he had no choice. He's trying to do damage. He was doing damage.
I know, but I mean,
That's what I'm saying about this whole
one
fucking.
shot and move.
That's what I'm talking about. The whole way we're spread out. It's just really hard as a group because we don't fight like this. It's just hard on
Yeah.
us.
He should have just ran
He
up
said
on
hard.
his horse and fell off of it onto a spider.
Well, when we got it,
that'd have been more of a him move.
yeah, ride up, dive off with Bardish in both hands,
Yeah.
slamming it downwards.
Standing in
If
the
you would've
saddle as he
If you
rides
would've-
forward.
If he would have landed that, I would have given him inspiration.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
land on the back of the spider and then,
He gets,
chop his head off while
he
standing.
gets negative inspiration now.
Rips the saddle off of his horse, throws it on the giant spider, and rides it instead.
Yeah, right. Instead. You're my bitch now.
Is it big enough?
Yes.
All right, go.
See you again.
Drink.
All right, so that is, well, it's going to be well within range. Where's my character sheet? Man, shit. I'm going to pull my character sheet back out again.
Shit.
All right, a +6 for the one bow. I am going to shoot at that spitter.
Alright. He has not been damaged.
Oh, he is now. It's a 12 plus 6. Is that 6?
That was a hit.
12 plus 6 is 18.
Nah.
Just
Hotel
tight, right?
connection.
Good. Tight.
See, that right there just shows that it's the connection. James apparently has some kind of good connection going on tonight.
Be
I
back.
know a hotel connection is not going to be any good.
Yeah, good idea, Dan. I'm going to go pee too.
Alright. Next. No. Sorry. 12 points
Nice.
damage, lost another arrow. Got it. He is not bloodied, but it definitely hurt him. It's time for Alexander. Make his big move. Power play. Doing.
It's Alexander. You're not saying it right.
I said Alexander.
All right. Didn't sound like you pronunciated the owl.
I'm changing his name back to Pooper.
You leave him alone. I don't even like you being able to change his name. My fucking owl. Just keep your meat hooks off, pal. It's Alexander Kuparopoulos.
Garofith. Ryan, it may help if you turn off video for everyone else and just have audio on. I'm assuming that you're calling me some bad names right now. That or you're opening a bag of potato chips.
Okay. Who's this?
That is...
Anastasia?
No, that's the guy off of wagon number 2.
Oh. Who's this?
That is Thanos, who is the only person carrying a scythe within like 400 miles of you.
I'm not zoomed in very far. I can't really see the site.
Oh, there was Wayne.
That's what Alexander is doing. Is fucking with this giant spider to distract him.
And what does that do exactly?
But it'll help Jimmy if he attacks that giant spider.
To give him advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I couldn't see the name until now. Alexander Pooperific.
It's supposed to be Pooperophicus.
Pooperificus.
Alright, so the
green.
owl's flying around. Let's see what the guys on the... This gets a little bit bigger.
Did Zane just drop or did I lose him?
No, I'm here.
He's there.
All right, F5 again.
I get you.
Him sucks.
The guys on your wagon, Zane, wagon number 1, they're trying to get the horse to kick himself free off the webbing while the Ettercap is there trying to undo all the lashings and leather and stuff. And this guy comes up behind this giant spider and tries to attack. And he rolls an 8, so he does not hit. Actually, he had advantage. No, he didn't have. Yes, he did, because you're distracting the spider. Oh, he rolled a 19 for its second hit. Oh, and he did 6 points of damage. Nice. Actually did some damage to the giant spider.
Nice.
This wagon here dead bodies just go falling off. Both of these guys shoot again. One of them actually hits, and your guards are shooting. Spasia. 6 more points of damage to the giant spider from arrows peppering him. And those, that last arrow is enough. Nope, not enough. Spider's still alive, but it is very badly wounded. And Magus, it's your turn.
Who's badly wounded?
The giant spider.
Yeah, fuck that giant. All right.
Start blowing up the Ettercap.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward. Need my horse. Me and the horse I rode in on. So can they move 60?
Yes.
Okay. Right about there.
I'm going to roll to see if Bremen panics. He is kind of right up by that giant spider. Unless you want to roll for him.
You can roll for him.
Fuck, I'd panic.
Zane's like, I'm panicking right now, and I'm not even there. Hate effing spiders.
I do.
Didn't you say there's an Eder cap at the first 2 wagons?
Yeah, you can't see him because of the fire.
Right, but he's there.
Yeah, we probably don't want the horses being killed. So,
Right.
although that one dude's probably choked to death by now.
No, he got cut down. Remember?
No, the one right there in the wagon too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care about wagon 2.
Right.
So I should probably prioritize the horses at wagon 1 also.
Bremen freaked out, and he's running back the other direction.
Bremen, you pansy.
And so, Magus, you moved there. What are you going to do, buddy?
I'm going to attack the Eder cap at the first wagon
Okay.
with my dagger. Just kidding. That'd be ridiculous. Hey, let's see. Oh, okay, no, no. I can't move my horse and then. I think it's too far, anyways. I can't move my horse and then move me, can I?
No.
Okay. How do you like mute somebody and stuff?
Yeah, good
Is there a
point.
way for you to just turn Ryan off?
Yeah, just hover over his thing and you can turn it off, can't you? Or can
I
you
don't
only
want to hover. Hovering over Brian is the last thing that's going to turn him off.
It's not
Hey,
right.
fart knocking dill hole. I had my mic muted, you fart job.
Art job.
Or, that's a job only Ryan would know about.
They charge extra for those, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm sure they did.
Part of- It's like face sitting with a little extra.
He said,
the
oh, he went
hovercraft?
there.
My hovercraft is full of eels.
Didn't you tell Johnny to say that the other day?
No. He must have done it on his own.
I think you told him to say it. Because he said it. He said hovercraft.
There you go. There you go, Alex.
So all 3 scorching rays to that one in the front.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he just gets torn to shreds with the 3. The bad news is that the fire catches the horse on fire
Oh,
because he's all webbed up.
steak for dinner.
That's too bad.
So now the right horse on wagon 1 is on fire. The good news is that he's free. The bad news is that he is panicked. Didn't make an athletics check.
I'm jumping the fuck off.
Make an athletics check.
Roll a 14 plus 4, 18.
Alright, you manage to jump off as the wagon darts ahead.
And you stuck the landing.
I thought he was webbed up. How's he darting ahead?
The fire burned the web away.
The horse just going to be on fire now?
Well, it's the web that's on the horse is on fire, so it's like if you were wearing a shirt that was on fire.
It should
Yeah, I
go
know.
up. It should burn up pretty quick, but he'll take some damage from it, I'm sure.
What'd you cast?
Scorching ray.
But it was
Asphalt.
webbed. And
But
if
he
the-
was so close to that web, it must have hit the web too.
Yeah, alright. Hopefully he doesn't die.
The good news is that you killed the Ettercap. This kills the Ettercap.
I killed the shit out of you.
Yeah, good thing. That 80 points damage really did it. Thanks, James. I killed the shit out of it, he said.
It was 7, 11, and 8.
and he hit it for 26.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'll burn that fucker up.
I burned that fucker up.
All right, the remaining Ettercap continues
Ryan, hit the mic. I don't think you're the last fucking morsel of food.
continues to work on the webbing.
Got it.
And
This luxurious meal
Aspasia, it's your
will
turn.
last at the petty cash.
And I'm trying to see if I can hit the guy. Okay, so I try to shoot the last one. Oh, but I do it with the computer, not with the. Not with the
I think I forgot to have you make an animal handling check last round. So
did. So should I do that first before I?
no, go ahead and attack first.
Okay. Oh, wait, what? What does that mean?
Click on the Ettercap.
I am.
Ah!
I think you may have clicked on the web instead. Let me move. Yeah, there you go. Try it again.
Should I start over?
Yeah. Close
It'd have
that.
been cool
Yeah.
if you hadn't killed that thing, James, and I jumped off, and that fucking thing was on fire coming at me. That's what I'd see in my brain. Like, shit!
There you go.
To the Etter cap as he's burning up. Yeah.
That'd be badass.
14 you hit, and you did 9 points of damage.
Is he still, does she hit her backstab on that, or does it change?
Was that only a one hit thing?
Yeah, no, she wasn't. She didn't have advantage on him. Continue to hold position.
Well, how badly was he damaged?
Not very. This is the first time he had been hit. This combat.
Okay. Let's see. Who needs what's going on with this guy that's in the tree here?
He just finished trying to attack that. Oh, actually hit. He attacked that giant spider from behind. And
Oh, I didn't realize there was another spider right there. I kind of missed that one. Okay. Yeah, I'll hold for now because I can reach everybody from where I am.
Okay.
And we may need to run it out and get some tums.
Okay. Hold on for a second, guys. I'll be right back. Actually, we need to take a break right now anyway. It is 10 o'clock. So everyone take a pee and beverage break. Be right back.
I do need to pee.
Nowhere for me to go.
Is
Wait,
this some D&D, like, is this some quickie thing?
No, honey.
Yes.
I mean, like, right in the middle of, I mean, are they going to leave the cameras on?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of quickie thing. I think it's a quick break.
Oh, okay. So I got to pee, but I can wait a minute.
I don't know if that's actually going to help or make it worse.
Oh, he's making his move.
He's making his move.
Alex, you're so lame.
He made his move with the little peck on the forehead.
I know, I was about to provide the soundtrack for him.
He's got more game in his pinky than you guys would even know about.
Oh, please.
It's true. It's just not when anybody's watching it. They're watching it.
Well, I mean,
I know all about this game.
You know about his game when he was a
I've seen
teenager.
it for years.
Looking like a big furry bear does not mean game. That's just a look.
Hmm.
I'd like to see him go as the man of irons Halloween.
Go as what?
As a manto lantern.
Oh my gosh, I realized what you meant. That'd be great. Actually, it's getting so gray now that I don't know if it would show up as well.
Hmm?
It's gonna look bald here before too long with everything turning gray. Oh, I know. I can't wait to see what they look like. What do they look like?
A bunch of polar bears up in the Arctic, up in Arctic of Russia, have prevented global warming scientists readings of the water because these fucking idiot scientists go up there
Yeah, I don't get their
and all they have to arm themselves are flare guns. And the polar bears are like, fuck you, flare guns. They're not scared of flare guns at all.
All right, we all back?
Yep.
What a bunch of douches.
Seriously, double douches. Double
Yeah.
douche.
The double douche. That's
Double
Whitman.
douche.
All right, Denon. Time for you to
Yo.
save the day.
Hey, what's this thing doing exactly to the horse?
It's trying to rip all of the bindings and other straps off so it can do something with it.
Okay.
Let's wait and see what it does.
All right. It's interesting. I try to highlight them, but I can't. So I'm assuming I have them clicked. I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns. Doesn't really go like that, though. I rolled a 19. That's nice. So I hit him. As you can see there, Hail of Thorns doesn't... That's the one where I shoot, and as the arrow gets close to him, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from the ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect, the attack on the target and any creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 1d10 piercing damage of a failed save for half from a normal. So he's going to take at least 6. It was on a 7 and rolled over to a 2 off my dice or my paper. So 6.
You know you're going to thorn the horses too, right?
Yeah, but that's wagon number 2. I don't
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And I rolled a 10 on my 10-sided dice.
We hate those horses.
So he's gonna take. Yeah, I don't really want to kill the horse, but kind of is what it is at this point. So he's gonna take 16 if he fails his save.
What does he save
11.
against?
He's saving dexterity.
Dexterity save. Dexterity. He saved. He rolled a 19.
Okay, so then he's gonna take 11 points damage.
All right, so he just gets up,
Eating channels.
a bunch with a bunch of these thorns. He is not bloodied, I would say, but he is injured.
So I'm assuming that lasts for a minute. It lasts for about 6 rounds.
Oh. I should let you look.
Oh, you have to buy her. No, thank you. Like, let's guess 7.
No.
Oh.
The duration is up to 1 minute.
Yeah, but it's only for one hit though. So, but you can use it for 6 rounds after you cast it. So whatever that one hit is after you cast it is the one where the Hail of Thorns takes place.
Bless you.
Damn it, Ryan! Mute your microphone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, so it lasts for 6 rounds until you use it, and you get the one use out of it. I think that's the way I'm reading. Because it says the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, or the spell ends, the spell creates a rain of thorns. So that tells me it's like a one-use thing.
Well, how long does the spell last?
1 minute.
That's 10 rounds.
Right.
It's active for 10 rounds.
But he
But
just
see, I see
used
that.
it. Because it says the next time you hit a creature, it doesn't say, or every time you hit a creature for 6 rounds. It sounds like it's saying once during that 6 rounds it's used.
Okay. I'm gonna look it up while we move on.
I think you're right. So it's up. It's up for 10 rounds.
That's fucking stupid.
Not really.
I
You
guess-
can precast it before like a fight or something that you know is coming up.
I guess it would have been worded when you hit a creature with a ranged attack.
No, I think the advantage you're missing is that it says in each creature within 5 feet. So does that mean like each creature that you attacked that was within the spell range? Like, could you hit multiple targets?
Yeah, I would say so. No, because the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity. So you
Yeah, I
cast
see
it
what
on
you
one
mean.
creature. So yeah, it can be up for 10 rounds.
The horse failed his save.
Oops.
It took 5 points or 10 points.
Just 10?
10 points. That's correct.
That-
Could be okay.
He is definitely bloody. Horses only have 13 hit points. So he is badly wounded. You can. But that's not what he was asking. He was asking if every shot that he took for 10 rounds had the Hail of Thorns on. That's not the way that I read it.
Right. Because the next time, I get what you're saying about prepping it and then you fire it and then that's that. I mean, it's not. There's better spells than. If I'd have known that, I probably wouldn't have taken that spell. Because there's other spells that allow you to do more damage, reoccurring damage. But
Well, it's a good AOE.
Yeah, it's a good AoE.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because if you
What's an
miss,
AoE?
it says
Area of
area of
effect.
effect.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
I mean, it does what it does. It's a hail of thorns, you know.
All right, so the giant spider moves forward. The Thanos.
Devil.
This time he's just going to try to bite you.
So okay, that's all.
Bring it on, Shelob. I killed your daddy a second ago.
He rolled a 23.
Ooh.
Well, he got a 18.
Oh, I'm gonna be scarred for life after this.
So you take 1d8 plus 3 damage.
I don't want to be poisoned.
So it's 9 points from the bite, and then you have to make a saving throw versus poison, or versus a Constitution saving throw. DC of 11.
Gotcha. Constitution, I get a +3. And I got a 14.
Right, so you take half damage from the poison. So you take 7 points of poison damage.
So I am poisoned now? Or
It
did I
is
re-
not a continuing poison,
Okay, good.
so it's just a owie. Dang it. Back. A total of 16.
Yep, I got it.
Oh, too late. Dang it. Alright. So you're technically bloodied right now, you're like.
Yep.
And
He
it's
hit-
your turn. How would you like to retort?
Oh, well. Let me get my nuke spell out.
Modern it.
Let's see, that's... yeah, I better save. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm just going to swing with the scythe. Yep. Oh, 8. Oh wait, I have advantage still, don't I? From the owl.
Yes.
Okay.
Alexander Pooperific.
Okay. 17.
That hits.
5 points damage.
That was enough. He was kind of on his last legs anyway, and you finished him off.
Nice.
Gonna move or hold position under the tree.
I'll tell you in a second.
Thanos just turns around and hugs the tree,
Hey.
going bye-bye for a while.
Can hug a root after the fight, for all we care. We need them.
Alright, I'm done.
Alright, Skull.
Oh, hold on. I gotta make a Constitution check with advantage to see if my shield lasts.
Okay.
And it does. 18, 19, 20, 21. So
Thanks,
he's
Cole.
I'm trying to. I moved up and I'm going to shoot an arrow at the other cap.
Go Skull. Go Skull. Go Skull.
It's your birthday.
Do it, do it, do it. Good thing we got to fight the super badass melee fighter shooting all these arrows.
Did you sense that? Sense sarcasm.
Bite my sarcastic ass. 14 and 6s of 20 on the die roll.
Are you still
And-
shooting arrows?
He is still shooting arrows. I'm not making shit up.
Okay, I have a movement of 30.
We know. We know.
I'm moving and shooting. At least I'm doing something.
Oh, I agree. You could be standing around with your finger up your butt. Hi, baby. Let me see your pants.
Alright. Yeah, that was a hit. It was over 13, so go ahead and roll damage.
Thank you.
You finally get dinner? Crap.
Yeah, man. You know, you'd think my woman
9
could take
points damage.
but
9 points?
Yes.
Gotcha. He
Yeah,
is
here.
bloodied. Definitely did. It's Alexander Pooperific's turn.
Good job, Alexander. You helped me.
Every time he flies
Rolled a
over, you hear
3,
the sound.
did not-
This is his new theme song whenever it's his turn.
He's an old-timey owl.
He is. To work on his diet a little bit, I think. It's really a perfect song for an owl with flatulence issues. Really, you could not ask for a better song for.
Avoid the mice that have been eating prunes.
James, are you there?
Oh, he moved.
He's moving. He's moving pooperific.
I was having to fly around with the music.
Alexander moved back to home base. It looks like.
Vino Veritas.
There's still one more out there, James.
Veritas.
He's still going, this guy.
Do you have any non-mint gum? Yeah, that's not mint.
I have hard cans, but all right. So this guy jumps back up into the wagon to check on the status of his buddy who had been ripped in half. Not status. These guys up front, Denon's wagon, are trying to get control of horses.
Hi, baby.
This wagon ends up about right here next to this Ettercap.
You have fun.
And Magus, it is your turn.
Girl. Whose turn? James?
Yep, James's turn.
Nice.
Jack Burton. E. Fart job.
Jack Burton. Dwayne Johnson. Trying to get Jimmy spun up.
Damn it, James. Look what you made me do. Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm trying to cast a spell.
He said I'm gay.
A chromatic orb at the Ettercap.
Man, look at that damage.
Let's do that as cold damage.
That is cold.
Yeah.
25 points of cold damage. All right, so
Man.
He
this,
can do cold, lightning, fire, thunder, or poison.
Yeah, but he said he wanted cold.
Yeah, I picked cold, Ryan.
so this
There's
Ettercap,
questions.
when the chromatic orb hits it, it just freezes solid, sort of like the T1000, and then just shatters.
See how cool that was? I
That was
chose
very
Ryan.
cool. That was the last of the bad guys.
Dun dun dun.
So after getting the wagons and horses back under control, and the casualties, there is one dead, two dead on wagon 2 actually. One guy who was still hung, he choked to death.
Oops.
2 died from wagon 2, and 1 died on wagon 3.
Well, we can take care of those bodies.
This is the guy that Skull standing on.
What's the status of the horse that got burned and the horse that I accidentally shot?
The horse that got burnt, it was mostly superficial injuries. The one that you shot was way more injured. They ended up having to switch out one of the horses that had a secondary horse. They switched him out with the did, and they put that one out of its misery.
Aw.
So badly injured. It was best.
Good going.
Well, I'm going after
What
Bremen.
about the one that got burned and ran away? What happened
He's
with that?
okay. Superficial.
Yeah, mostly superficial injury.
He just smells bad.
Oh, bad.
I'm sure
Have
it
you ever
does.
used a salamander to trim a horse's hair? It's not a good idea.
Am I able to get Bremen with that? Any trouble?
Yeah, he just freaked out, but you can, you just have to walk. He didn't go much further than the last wagon, so you're able to get him and remount him and stuff and get him calmed down. So he's
well, I
good.
say that we just load the bodies up and get out of this. Can we tell how much longer we've got to get through this webby ass forest?
From your current location, though, you can't tell, but you know that staying on the move is probably going to be better than staying in one place.
Webby ass forest.
We'll take care of the bodies when we get to a safer spot.
I'm going to spend some time making some notes on the effects of the spells on the spider and the horse.
I am going to drop 1 cure wounds on myself. Healed for 10.
Anything else specific that you guys want to do before you start heading back down the road?
No, I am interested to see how the dude in Wagon 2 reacts.
Well, he's visibly and understandably upset. He bundles the 2 people that were with him up and puts them on the wagon with goods that they are carrying and takes over. He actually starts driving the wagon at that point.
Does anybody from any of the other wagons come over to help him?
Yes.
We're interested in seeing who.
Several people from wagon wagon number 5 gives them some assistance in wrapping the bodies and getting himself situated and back on the road.
So Wagon 5 is suspect now.
Yep.
Doesn't mean anything, but
No.
keep our eyes on him now.
I still took a note. Okay, good. Let's get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of there, and you avoid any further attacks from any sort of web-based creatures. And the next day, the 21st day of your journey, is a rest day, so you spend it in the same place, sort of nursing your wounds from the combat on the day. The 22nd day of the trip, you have no strange encounters of any kind. The 23rd day, at one point during the late morning hours, you discover an abandoned cabin just a little short ways off the main road, surrounded by strange tracks which are completely identifiable. The cabin looks like it had been used recently, but it's completely unoccupied. The following day, the 24th, you have encounters of kind. 25th day of the journey, pass by a glue farm at one point, and in the barn you find the carcass of a horse hanging barn. It had been eviscerated by some sort of monstrous beast. The farm itself was empty and unoccupied.
What, you said it was hanging in the barn? Was it
Yes.
right with ropes?
By actually very thick vines.
All right.
Can
It's
I
a
do
predator. I've seen this.
Can I do
Son of
a medicine check to see if it was like
Motherfuckers.
claws rending or if it was more like
Hey,
a
fuck you with the drive-through.
blade or anything?
They do
Sure
fuck
can.
you with the drive, don't they?
21 on my medicine check.
Definitely claws of some kind. Definitely martial, natural weaponry of some kind. Claws,
It's
possible.
a predator, Jimmy.
The predator.
Hold on for
I
a second.
figured it out already.
Well, it looks like somewhere around day 35, we're going to be entering the Blight. So we need to,
How you figure that?
looking at the map on Raven and Blade site, the anticipated course.
Mr. Fancy Pants looking at the map.
So we need to figure out if we know exactly what the Blight is.
Well, these guys, I'm sure, we can be asking the caravan guys. The merchants have made this trip before.
Sorry, I stayed with all this.
I can't believe we're going to be 50 days away from home. That's crazy.
Sphasia has to quit moment. She's not feeling. She's gonna go. I'm gonna take it.
All right.
Ryan, can only I be heard? Can anyone hear me, Ryan?
I can hear you,
Okay, who is that in the background?
Angie.
Get out. Dude,
Why?
she went the wrong way, didn't she? You gotta spend the night there? No? Okay.
What?
Right.
He said no.
Look, they put red sauce all in my burrito.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
These fuckers. That's why James was like, they fuck you at the drive-thru.
Okay, so the 26th day of travel, you no significant encounters, nor on the 27th. That evening of the 27th, you stay at an inn called the Thirsty Toad, which is called Onwald.
I'll be right over for it.
Hey,
What
Zane,
day
have
is
her
this?
walk around in the background a little more. I'm comparing your image to Brian's.
The 28th day is another rest day, so you spend basically the previous night and that entire day and the second night in the Thirsty Toad Inn.
Now, what day is this?
This is of the journey. This is the 28th day.
All
Have
right.
we
So,
had a chance to have a long rest?
yeah, dude.
You've had several long rests.
I'm kidding.
So we've got about a week till we enter the area known as the Blight. What do we know about the Blight?
Not much. None of you have ever actually seen it or entered it. I mean, you definitely know stories, everything from land is dead to can't go 10 feet without being ripped in half by a demon. So, where the truth lies, you're not exactly sure, but you know for sure that it's an area where the influence of the perdition is incredibly strong, and life as normal people doesn't exist.
Okay.
Have any of the merchants been there before?
They have passed through it, and they tell tales of air that's hard to breathe, a smell that sort of permeates everything that you own, dark shapes in the sky. So it's a lot of. It doesn't sound like a very fun area to travel through at all. On the
Sounds like-
evening of the
Like
20,
but less comical.
like what? What was the first part?
That's like the Bog of Eternal Stench, but less comical.
Slightly less comical, but more bare butts for some reason. I don't even know why that is.
It's like
but-
it's like being Ryan's underwear after a chilly night.
Oh, God.
Smell bad.
The Blight.
It's like
That's what I'm gonna start calling Ryan when he gets the shits, the blight.
white ass.
So while you guys are hanging out at this inn called the Thirsty Toad, it's the evening of the 28th day of your trip, which is the 32nd of the month. Ryani, who is the guy who is employing Dinin, Wagon 1, he spends a lot of time with this group of 5 people, who are dressed like mercenaries or adventurers, and they're buying him drinks and they're carousing with him and spending a lot of time with him. And by the next morning, the 29th, he approaches Denon and he says he's very, very sorry, but he actually can't. He wants to hire this group of 5 people to work as guards on the wagon, so he doesn't need anymore. You've served him well, performed admirably, but your services are no longer required. So,
Bye, David. We'll see you back in town.
so how do you respond to this?
This is the merchant Athas.
This is Ryani. Yeah, the one that speaks fluent Spirali.
So he's gonna. So I asked. So you're gonna fire me and hire 5 people?
Well, the good news is that you can still ride on our wagon. It's going to be a little tight with the new guards that he's bringing on, but you're welcome to travel on his wagon, like he owes that much.
But you don't. But you're no longer gonna pay me.
Correct. Can't afford everything.
I still don't understand why he's taking on 5 more people. So what about any of the other people? Did any of the other I asked him, we lost other guards. Why can't you get me hired on with one of the other merchants?
Well, the only I could possibly talk to wagon number. See, since they lost a guy, he didn't actually have a guard on his wagon with him. The one that died was just his assistant.
What was he paying him? I'm all the way out here. I can't go back. So, but I don't want to do this for free.
Well, he talks. Yeah, he talks to the teamster on wagon 3, which is hauling lumber. His Mesm, and he does work out a deal. It's only 6 gold pieces for 10 day. Which I think is less than what you were making guard. Check and make sure.
No, I was making 5 per day.
Okay, well then it's only 4. Wagon number 3.
What?
But all you gotta do is guard his wood.
Yeah, and it's
All right,
you guys
fine.
are already more than halfway through the trip. It's all you can really manage.
Got it. That's fine. Hold on a minute. So, how many days have we been here? So, I need to figure out. I gotta alter my notes.
This
I don't-
is day 30. This is day 29.
All right. So 30. So 5 per day. He's fucker's paying me my full 30 days. Now from here on out, it's 4 gold pieces per 10 day until the end of the trip. So now I'm on wagon 3.
Wagon number.
So what is the rest of the caravan
Yeah.
think about bringing
Now
on
we got to hear.
5 new strangers more than halfway through the trip?
It's not uncommon for caravans to kind of switch out personnel. Each wagon is kind of its own within the larger group, so these things happen from time to time.
So tell me about.
This is more like a convoy than like a group of.
Right.
Exactly.
So tell me about the people that he took on. He took on 5 people.
Took on 5 people. It appears 3. I mean, if you had to guess, 3 of them seem like more traditional fighter types. One could be a fighter, judging by the armor. Her armor, actually, you might guess more like a roguish type character. And the 5th one, perhaps a spellcaster of some kind.
And what about the 4th one?
No, 3 fighters, a rogue type, and then a spellcaster.
Right.
Alright. I thought he said one of the fighters looked like a rogue type.
All right. And what's their disposition? Do they seem friendly enough with us? I mean, I'm like, well, all right, I don't hold them any ill will. I still got a job, so I just go on my way.
They do
do they seem friendly?
They do seem
or are they
friendly. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Can I make an insight?
Sure.
23 on my insight.
These guys are definitely not what they seem. To you, Thanos.
So my perception was a 21. I rolled a 15 plus my 6.
Yeah, you can tell almost immediately that these guys don't really know what they're talking about. You would almost guess that their armor and weapons are fake. They were just made to appear real.
You mean like replicas or illusions?
Replicas.
Alright.
You don't get a sense of malice from them, but you don't get a sense of truth either.
Well, let's just wait until we run into the next thing and they all get their ass kicked.
Yeah, wait till we enter the blight.
I mean, because we're going to do the same thing, right? It's like, well, okay. I'm not going to go out of my way to save them. All right.
They seem to have won over the merchant with
Yeah, I
their
see that.
tales and by buying him a lot of drinks and basically just schmoozing up to him.
Now, shit happens, and once they die and he has to hire me back, he's paying me a lot more. Okay. So I'm on Wagon 3 now, keeping an eye on Wagon, which is kind of good, actually. I can keep an eye on Wagon 2 and these idiots on Wagon 1. Aspasia's right behind me, and then a wagon behind that is Thanos. We're getting a little closer together.
Later on the 29th day, you pass an area of several hundred yards where the ground is strewn with odd bones and cracked open skulls. Not even just like a little bit here and there. It's almost like the horses are just stepping on bones like every third or fourth step.
What's it, like a battlefield?
You don't see any. I mean, it's possible. If it is a battlefield, it's an ancient one. None of the.
Right.
None of the.
Do they look old, guys?
Say that again.
They look like a battle from the Perdition War?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said, do they look old? Do the bones look old? I'm going the same way Jimmy is.
The bones actually look relatively clean and new, but they are completely devoid of any sort of flesh or veins, of clothing or armor or weapons or anything like that. It's just bones.
Huh.
Just picked clean bones.
But so many that the horses are just walking all over them. I mean, when we look left and right, and they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I mean, obviously this doesn't freak me out, but how's the rest of the caravan reacting?
They're nervous. Several of the merchants have seen strange sights like this before while approaching the Blight. The ones who are less familiar with the area are out. But
And
everyone
the
is
majority
pressing on.
of these bones and skulls are all humanoid.
Definitely human. On day 30 of the trip, you have no unusual encounters. On day 31, as you're traveling deep within an overgrown wood, slightly similar to the one where you ran into the Ettercaps, but no webbing. This one. Forest ahead, along the road, is obscured by a haze of foul smoke. And you can tell even at this distance that the smoke basically smells like bad body odor.
Great.
It does seem to be breathable, though, and the haze lasts for at least a mile before it finally clears and you pass through the 32nd and 33rd days of the trip are uneventful. The 34th day, pass by another farm. This farm, however, fields have dissolved into a mire of sickening ooze. Kind of like the Bog of Eternal Stench, except you were little assholes. Bubbles up.
Fewer assholes blowing bubbles.
And the following day, the 35th, is when you actually enter the Blight for the first time. The land starts becoming more humid. The air just completely stagnant at all. A faint scent of rotten food lingers and worsens as you move to it. Hunting for game of any sort becomes extremely difficult. Anything green quickly becomes brown and completely dead. Just dead trunks and branches everywhere, and nothing really wants to burn because of the moisture, and the moisture isn't just like a wetness, it's like an oil. It's almost coats everything, and you have it on your skin and on your clothes. The worst part, that wasn't bad enough, but the worst part is that
it's worse.
There are these strange, deep sounds that begin to resonate through the haze. It kind of sounds like a combination of whale song and metal grinding on metal. And the sky is just completely obscured. You have no clear blue sky at all. I don't think they exist.
I don't think they exist.
Rodents of unusual size.
On the next day, the 36th day of the trip, which is the day of the month, you guys are having, it's actually a day of rest. As much rest as you can muster with this sort of wrap around you, but in the afternoon hours, Denon, you're actually the one to spot this as he gets up out of his chair.
I'm not going anywhere, I just had to get up.
Okay. You spot a herd of deer, which the last 2 days have been pretty much non-existent. But you do spot a herd of deer, and what's significant about this herd, that it includes a magnificent stag that shimmers in the light as its coat is spun from gold and its antlers from platinum. And you're not the only one who spot this. You're the first one, but you're not the only one. And word quickly spreads throughout the caravan of stag, and nearly everyone in the caravan who can handle a bow wants to bring it down. Its pelt would be worth an absolute fortune, even if it isn't real gold. And a few of the more cautious types warn that the creature is clearly a blessed being, and that killing it would bring bad luck on the caravan, but no more than 2 or 3 people persuaded. And
I'm speaking up as well as possibly a sign of good in this evil land. But that's just me.
Well, even despite your protests and that mention, the hunt is quickly on. They form a hunting party, and the deer herd scatters into the nearby forests and fields, and those members of the caravan wanted to hunt it, take off after it,
I do not let anyone from my wagon go as long as I'm still in charge, unless the one who employed me tells me no. But as the sergeant to the guards, I tell them not to go unless he says it's okay, unless he overrules me.
Thanos, make a charisma check. Persuasion.
completely-
Make a persuasion check.
If they're completely adamant, I tell them I'll pay them each 5 gold to stay in the wagon. Persuasion 18.
Well, you managed to easily talk your lawyer into Skull. Go ahead and make a persuasion check too. You talk him into not going after the stag, and he applies, and he completely understands and you, so agrees with you. See what happens with Skull's wagon. Persuasion. You have your dog with you?
No, that's Derby.
Oh. 18, yeah, Skull, you the same. Convince them to not go after the stag.
What's going on over there? Derby.
Derby, attack!
I wonder
Kill.
if she can hear us, so she's barking.
I guess it's possible. Good dog. Nice doggy. I got a milk bone.
Maybe I got a milk bone.
Zane go, did he say?
I don't think so.
Alright, so it's a rest day, you guys aren't going anywhere anyway, and those that went on the hunt eventually return empty-handed. They say they found some ruins at one point, but the ruins were empty. They weren't able to find the stag or any deer that were heard with it.
How many went in total?
How many people from the caravan?
Yeah.
Maybe a dozen.
All right. See if a dozen people come up dead or cursed.
Rest of the day, the 36th day, have no encounters. The 37th day, the most notable thing that happens on that day is that in the distance in the afternoon, massive wasps can be seen in the air through the mist. It's hard to judge their size, but your best guess is that these things are probably the size of horses, if not bigger.
What?
They don't at any time approach or get anywhere near the caravan, but definitely aware of them. And
Send your owl over there. Check them out. I'm kidding, of course.
on the 38th day, the trip, traveling through another forested. Strangest part of this portion of the trip is that sinister ghostly figures can occasionally be glimpsed as strange shifts of color between the trees. On the 39th day, continuing through the woodland, trees in this area are strangled by monstrous vines, and many caravan members grow sick from the smell in the air. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. I made it.
I only got an 8.
Oh,
Come here.
you got an upset tummy, Thanos.
What are you getting?
Well, it makes sense because I was a little unnerved about entering this place.
Please. What are you doing?
Aspasia is also sickened. Skull is not. Let's see what Magus gets.
I wonder what my character. I rolled a 19, but let me see how my character did. Derby, it's okay. Core. How do you do a save versus con? Oh. No?
Click the heart button.
Yeah, is that it? Ooh, I'd have gotten sick. Trust the black-eyed mamba.
Press the
Oh.
die. On the 40th day, you have no specific encounters. However, on this day, you arrive at the Crystal Wing River, which, and you've passed other rivers before, but this is one of the larger rivers, the journey. And this is actually the point where you cross out of Delafran and into Terragir, which is the... And the bridge here is an ancient stone bridge with ruined sculptures in each corner, and each sculpture is a likeness of one of the 4 elemental archangels, which are now have fallen in this complete repair. Probably haven't at this point. On the 41st day of the trip, you spy up ahead in the road a bed, just in the middle of the road.
A bed? That's weird.
And on the bed is a corpse of a willowy man tied to the bed with only scarred flesh where his face should be.
Alright.
When you say willowy, what is that exactly?
Ben,
Okay.
I could probably turn the song off.
So scarred flesh where his face should be. Can we see any distinguishable things like eyes or nose or mouth, or is it just a mess?
It's just a mess. It's like lasagna. Just, yeah.
Oh my god. And
Not
he's
pretty.
tied to it.
On the 42nd day of the trip is when the rain starts. It's rain, along with lightning. Rain is slick like oil, more of that oil, except actually like falling on. And the lightning actually flashes red instead of white lightning. See?
I want to get a selfie with it.
Get a selfie stick.
At one point, a large draconic figure can be seen in the skies, but it is lost quickly in the clouds. Not exactly sure what you saw, but it definitely looked like a possible dragon.
I shouldn't even be here.
Here, man. The rain continues throughout the 42nd and 43rd days of the trip.
We're almost out of here.
On the morning of the 44th day of the trip, you awaken in camp to see that the surrounding countryside is blanketed with fungus.
Oh.
It grows everywhere, including on the road. And when anyone steps on a mushroom, and it's nearly impossible not to at some point, emits a puff of black spores and a moan of pain. These little tiny mushrooms are pretty much everywhere. The merchants are terrified of they refuse to drive through them, fearing that they may be poisonous or worse. Something that even the veterans haven't seen before in this area. And besides that, the actual sounds of mushrooms being stepped on spook the animals and make them impossible to control. And the mushrooms are growing so fast on the rain-soaked ground that you can almost see them getting bigger. They were the size of champagne corks when first noticed, and within an hour they grow 6 inches tall and a foot tall an hour later. The growth seems to slow down after that, but by then, so the people in the caravan are just certain that it's possible to sweep a path through the mushrooms with a heavy broom, scythe, or tree branch, but the noise is extremely distressing. Does anyone attempt to do so?
No, drive fucking through them.
I can cast silence. I can cast silence in front of us and sweep away about 20 feet. They wouldn't be able to hear anything.
Burn them.
I made an herbalism check and got a 16 to see if I've ever heard of these or know anything about them.
These are completely unknown to you.
Alright.
Not even, I mean, the closest thing could be possibly like shriekers or other underground fungus like that. But these particular, unless this is offshoot, something like that, it's possible. But yeah, you've had no direct encounters or even heard any.
Yeah. Silence is only a 20-foot radius sphere, so...
So it's possible to clear a path through the mushrooms with 6 man-hours of work. So 6 people could do it in an hour, or 1 person could do it in 6 hours. 3 hours. Anyone
This is why we don't. Let the people up ahead and Wagon 1 do it.
So
Yeah.
no one from Tier Company is going to assist?
Fuck them, man. They're in Wagon 1. Let them try it. I got no interest in getting down there. I drive the horses through it first.
The horses, you can't even move the horses through it. It's just the horses refused.
And then we'll have to. But I agree with Skull. I'm not breathing that shit. What do the people on Wagon 1 do? I'm going to wait and see what they do.
Most of them, at a certain point within the 6 hours, they seem to be afflicted by some sort of altering. You're not exactly sure what's going on with them, but certain points, certain specific people seem to be afflicted just by feelings of grief that are just completely uncontrollable. They basically just collapse and start weeping. Or inconsolable. Basically, all they can do at that point is just be put back onto wagon. But eventually, through the 6 hours, eventually the caravan managed to get through the worst of the mushrooms. Continue, but really looks like that stuff that were on the first couple of wagons are probably going to be affected some time by whatever stuff this fungus was kicking. And it makes you sad.
I'm going to check on them. I'm going to make a medicine check just to try to get their symptoms. 1925. Symptoms, study the affliction, any physical markings, any redness anywhere, anything like that, just to try to get a better feel for it and perhaps...
You can definitely tell that it was some sort of inhaled toxin that they breathed in during the cleaning process while they were trying to clear a path for the caravan. that is some sort of altering substance that basically just made them, just put them in heavy grief after growing. As far as cures go, you have absolutely might help them. You have an idea where it came and how it happened.
All right, I do have one lesser restoration spell, so just well, shit. I mean, they know we're spellcasters by now, obviously, right?
Oh yeah.
So, on wagon one, anyone that wasn't, you said there were 6, so the 6th person who wasn't part of the 5, if none of them adventure douches, I'm going to cast a lesser restoration spell once we're clear of the mushrooms, just to see how it affects them.
Who are you going to cast it on? There was 3 males and 2 females. 1 half-elf female. The rest were all human.
Well, I know the group of 5 only had 1 female with them, so that other female, I'll cast it on her.
There's a human female and the half-elf.
Yes, but one of those was one of those part of the lame adventuring group.
Yes. Both of them.
Okay, then the one. Oh, they both were.
Yeah.
I thought there was only one woman.
Nope, 2.
All right. Well, I will cast it. Who was one of the people that wasn't part of them?
The assistant on wagon 1.
Ryan wants you to cast on a sexy one.
I probably would have. I don't know. If I didn't get any other ill feelings towards this group of 5, except that they were just trying to lie their way to get some money, maybe, then I will cast it on the human female. But if any time during this trip I thought that these people were just complete and utter pieces of shit, thieves, liars, then I will cast it on the assistant. So I'll let you make that decision.
During the process while they were going grief, during your checkups and stuff, you managed to piece together basically a good chunk of their story. They're basically a traveling troupe of actors who tried, and so they were pretending to be adventurers just so they could get onto the caravan. And of course, none of them have actual combat experience at all. Not actually with fighters or actually fighters.
All right. That's fine. I'll go ahead and cast it on the human female.
Her name is Margette. She was the one that was pretending to.
All right. Well, this lesser restoration is a 2nd level spell, and it can end either one disease or one condition affecting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
I would say that the lesser restoration would be enough to cancel out the effects of fungus. She immediately and very grateful, rather embarrassed that she kind of begs that tell one, because off the caravan at this point probably be, especially in the light.
I'm going to tell her that as long as one of the people on wagon 1 isn't killed, because they're expecting a group of 5 trained mercenaries to be defending them, then their secret's safe.
She has no idea what she can do to actually promise that.
Well,
jump in front of bullets, you dummy.
You can only hope.
What if she talks him into giving the ranger's job back?
if the ranger gets his job back, then I never heard anything.
She says that she will see what she can do. Talk to the agent. See if she can arrange something.
I kind of like my position on number 3, though.
I don't want to be hired back.
You know what I mean? I like being closer to you guys, and I'm able to keep an eye on number 2. But whatever, it's a good move.
So the next 3 days, you have no encounters.
Quick
The second
question.
day, yes.
Great question. Does the effects eventually wear off the others, or does Thanos need to cast spells on them to bring them back around?
That's what I was going to ask. If I could determine how long it's going to last, or do I just have to wait and see?
The more dramatic effects seem to last for 20 or 30 minutes. However, you could tell that they're not getting a whole lot of sleep on the next few nights, and if the rogue is asked, she reports that they've been having just horrible nightmares every night since passing through the fungus.
All right. Well, how many days has it been
3.
since I healed her? How many nights? So that night, the next night, which would be day 2, I would cast another Restoration, and then the next night, another one. So then this night will be a third. So 4 of the 6 will have lesser restorations cast on them.
Better give Jimmy inspiration for all. Someone should. I'd give it to you if I were in control, but I'm just a D.
I say let him go.
Say we let him go. So on the 46th day of the trip, you exit the Blight finally, and finally see clear skies for the first time. Fifth day, Blight, so you exited on 6, so 11 days in Blight. And then 47th day you have no encounters, and on the 48th day you have no encounters, and that evening you spend the night in an inn called the Wet Harper, a town called Pentecost. And that is where session, because it is now 11 after 11.
Boo.
So next session, number 14, will begin at the inn of the Wet Harper. And Ryan, I got your text. I will check in on that and I'll let you know. Ryan sending secret notes to the teacher.
Because he's a suck up.
James, you still there, Mr. Quiet Pants? Has he not been here for a long time?
Sort of nasty things will character.